well, I say thankfully, behind closed door sessions are a safe haven for even myself, the trauma coach, to come in and look how I'm looking, feel how I'm feeling, and securely and confidently know that this is a safe haven of ours, yours as well as mine, where we can openly express the traumatic events that has affected us or the women near and dear to us, whether it's your mother, your sister, your daughter, your cousin, your aunt, your best friend, the list goes on. You get it. And in today's session, I want to discuss the topic of what does that ring really mean? Let's talk about it. Hey, hi, hello. I hope everyone who's watching as well as listening via the podcast is doing all right today. I really hope everyone is doing so much better than I am looking and feeling today. Just to share with you guys, I literally look how I feel. And I'm going to leave it at that. You guys are free to speculate and say what you will on that. And to be honest, you guys, I'm just going to put you in my business. I have to stop and acknowledge myself on today because these last week and a half, 2 weeks maybe, have been really, really rough. Like, your girl's been going through it. But with the help of you guys, and especially my broken, bold, and beautiful fam, like, shout out to them. And this green tea that I'm sipping on today is really the primary reason that I'm even out of bed. And I came to the little black couch of ours to do this session with you guys today because your girl's been going through it. And for everyone who's new to the YouTube channel or the podcast, go ahead and before you do anything else and before we go any further, I want you to go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, as well as the podcast, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you won't miss a single session that we have. And today, as any other day, is going to be a good one. Let's talk about it. So we're discussing, what does that ring really mean? And when I say ring, I'm talking about preferably wedding rings. Because the other day I was scrolling on social media, Facebook preferably, and it caught my attention that it was two of my Facebook friends had posted like some very similar statuses. And they were talking about like the benefits of being a wife. And even one of them, the post read something to the effect of she's like better, or the perspective that she partook in was saying as if it was better to be a wife than a single mother or like just a regular girlfriend. And we really want to dive deeper into it. Like that's where we're gonna get to the bottom of today in this session. And so and again, this is coming from my personal perspective, my thoughts, and just like my own opinion. You're free. You're more than welcome. Again, this is your safe haven. This is your session as well as mine. So you feel free to leave a comment. Like, let me know how you look, like what's your take on it and what's your stance on this topic. But me preferably, and I'm speaking from a woman who's been in almost every category, title there is, from receiving promise rings to engagement rings to wedding rings, to even being engaged or being proposed to while I was still wearing my wedding ring. So yeah, like we're gonna get into it. And from my perspective, from my point of view, I want to openly invite those two women and every woman who feels the same way to have a seat on our little black comfy couch and express to me, explain to me your logic, or I'm gonna call it what it is, the insecurities, the void within you that makes you feel just because you have a ring, just because you and whomever exchange a material jewelry wedding band, how do you feel, or what makes you feel that the title of a wife is superior or puts you in another league than someone without it? Like, let's seriously talk about that. Like, what it is that's holding you unconsciously or subconsciously hostage to the mentality of, just because you got a ring, you're better. Like, I'm so inquisitive. Like, I really want to know that, because again, from me personally, if there's no solid, secure foundation, and when I say foundation, I mean a legitimate understanding of the intentions that you two who exchange vows together, if there's no solid understanding of the purpose of the marriage, there's no understanding and mutual understanding of what your role is and his role is, or if it's a same-sex marriage, like if you two haven't sat down before you went to an altar, or before you walked down the aisle, or went to the justice of peace with no understanding, then come closer. I hate to be the one, but out of love, I'm going to be the one. I'm going to share the burden of informing you that your marriage means nothing without a healthy understanding and agreements on both parties that your marriage is for a betterment of whatever, an advancement of whatever the common goal is, then it means nothing. Because a lot of people these days, I found out, they only want the title of being a wife or the title of being a husband. But both of you are broken. Both of you are mentally poor. And once again, I say this all the time, and probably gonna say it in every session that we have. I only speak from experience. I only speak on things I've either been through, seen. That's the only way I come to you guys, is from experience. It's from firsthand knowledge. And I throw in statistics every now and then, only for informational uses. So I say that to say, like, in today's time, a lot of us are really running from the thought of being by ourselves. We are fearful of what other people may think, whether it's because we're of a certain age or a certain status quo that a lot of our peers may know us by. For example, let's say, and I'm hypothetically speaking, that I'm I'm a guy who, for the last 20 plus years, is known to always be in a relationship, or always to have someone on my arm when I go to functions or, I don't know, outings and gatherings. I'm never by myself. So when my peers know that, and that's what they, I'm known for, then I grow this, I don't know, egotistical ideology of I always have to be in a relationship. Like, people are going to feel some type of way if I show up and I'm not with someone else. Like, that's a trauma response. It's okay to be by yourself. It's okay, especially when the relationship, the marriage you're in, is toxic. I would rather, and again, this is not, because I did another session on struggle love, but this is not that, even though it does tie into it. But it's okay to take some time and be by yourself. It's much healthier to be content by yourself without the added stress and the chaos of being with someone who truly don't want to be with you, who is truly not satisfied when they're in your presence. And so I say that to the women who are so keen and who are so set, and it goes for men too, it does, but I'm a woman's advocate, so I'm specifically talking to my sisters, my beautiful queens. So as I say, like, the women who have that mindset, please, sis, come sit on the couch and let's dive deeper and let's discuss why, how, when, what happened in your past that made you feel that you got to be with just any old body. Like, a ring is going to, I don't know, fill the void of being by yourself. Like, what is it that has a hold on you that you rather be the type of women, oh, it's better to have a piece of man than no man at all? No, sis. No, it's not. That's a lie. That's a lie. And I honestly can't think of the blues singer's name that has that song. But yeah, like, That's a trauma response. And I'm gonna research her name, and I may even put it down below for you who don't know, but I'm gonna research it, and I'm gonna drop her name, and I'm gonna post it in this video. But ma'am, with all due respect, because I love my blues, but sweetheart, you need to come lay on the couch and talk about it, because that's not the case necessarily, especially in this day and time. It's not a flex to be the wounded, the mentally broken wife of a man who you're breaking every day, who feels hostage or feels obligated just to be with you. And so, as I close this session, I want to again let everyone know, I'm open to have a full-fledged discussion on this topic. I want to know your stance on it. I want to know, and for the women who feel that way, I especially am looking forward to hearing from you guys. I love you, and I'm here for you regardless, and I hope you have an amazing day.